Well, hello there. Welcome to Hanging with the Hags. Another day, another project. And I know I have some faithful viewers out there that watch all my posts, and I really appreciate you doing that. It's very nice to see how many people are out there watching my posts. And if you're wondering, I know you might have missed some stuff, but you can always go back and check the old posts. But if you're wondering, we have not given up the RV life. We're just merely taking a little sabbatical here at the lake property in Washington State for the summer. And while we're here, we always like to do a bunch of projects. And so today is no different. So this project, I went to go use something and it fell apart the other day. So I got on Amazon, I ordered the kit to do the repair, and I'm going to show you what it is and see if you can guess what today's project is. It came with no instructions, but it seems pretty self-explanatory. So here are the items. We start with gloves. These are not latex. These are probably some type of cotton polyester gloves. We have a bag of wing nut screws. We got two of these little arm bar things. These have rivets where I'm assuming those wing nut screws go into. We have this contraption. It's like a tray of some sort. We have some foil liners. And then we have not only one piece of sheet metal, two, and three. Oh dang, those are pretty sharp. It's probably what the gloves are for. So we're gonna go ahead and get the gloves on. Okay. Get the gloves on. There we go. Safety first. Now, these go in a certain order. I'm going to assume we're going to start with this piece. This has the hole in the middle, which it looks like this piece is going to somehow fit inside of there. Probably this way. Nope. There we go. That makes sense. So now we're going to take it and put it that way. Now we have two of these pieces. This one is a little bit more sloped. This one is a little less sloped. So I think these are going to go here. And there's rivets there which line up with two holes. So I'm assuming those are going to go there. That's probably where these wing nuts come into play. So we're just gonna wing nut these in. Wing nut's not really winging in too well. Okay, there we go. Yep, it does screw in there just fine. You just gotta get it lined up just right. Okay. Winging them in. So there's 4 of these wing nuts. And this end has the little rivets underneath this piece. So suffice it to say, it makes sense that where these have 2 holes that line up with 2 holes, that this part would go together, which looks just fine. Okay. Now, this is somewhat of a universal piece. It could be used for multiple different styles. This width, though, the depth is uniform. It's only going to get so wide, so deep, I mean. Now the width is adjustable. So that's where this comes in. You can slide it to the width that you need. And I think that's where these come in, because these holes don't have any rivets underneath them. That has a rivet underneath there, so my assumption is this is going to slide into here, and that's going to rivet down, which is then going to give you some adjustability to get the length, depending on how long the item is. And then this one is going to be the end down here. You're just going to put it at the end, because this doesn't much matter, because you can tighten that one down really tight, because you're adjusting the width of it, which comes from that wing nut through there. So now we got to do the other side. So we got one of these on here. Same thing. The rivet is on the bottom, so that goes in there. So we're going to just lightly do those ones. And then this one at the end, down here at the end, you're going to tighten that down at least like 18-year-old strength on the end, because there's doesn't matter. And then again, the middle ones are a little bit loosey, because you want to be able to adjust in or out depending on how wide it is. So have you figured out what this is yet? I'm not really sure about this. This is a little funky. It kind of goes in there and sits. And then these trays, okay, pretty sure they're designed to go into here, but they don't really fit into there. They don't fit in this hole at all. So my assumption is they go in here, but they don't really fit. So I think this is garbage. You're just gonna throw that away. So maybe you could do some foil. You could line this with some foil. Okay, what's my project? Have you figured it out? Okay, well, let me show you the rest of it.